Welcome back, treasure hunters, numismatists, and curious minds to another thrilling deep dive on Rare Coin Archive, the channel that proves real treasure doesn't always come in chests of gold or pirate ships, but in the everyday coins you might already own. Today, we're uncovering the extraordinary mystery of a coin that may be hiding in plain sight. A coin from a pivotal moment in history, born in a land undergoing radical change, the 1992 South African 1 Rand coin. A piece so deceptively ordinary that many people overlook it. Yet, in rare forms, this coin can fetch upwards of $95,000. Yes, $95,000. That's not just numismatic hype. That's auction record real. And today, we'll take you through every layer of this modern-day mystery, from minting secrets and political backdrops to how you can identify a $95,000 version yourself. Let's set the stage. South Africa, 1992. A nation in transition. Apartheid, the rigid system of institutionalized racial segregation, is being dismantled. The country is reeling from international sanctions, internal unrest, and the looming prospect of its first democratic elections, which would eventually come in 1994. During this time, national symbols, flags, currencies, even the springbok antelope on coins, became more than just design choices. They became icons of identity, resilience, and political significance. The South African Mint, based in Centurion, continued producing coinage during this transitional era. But something unusual happened during the minting of the 1 Rand coin in 1992. Let's talk about the coin. Denomination. 1 Rand are 1 year, 1992 material. Nickel-plated copper weight, 7 grams diameter, 23 mm obverse. South African coat of arms reverse. The iconic springbok antelope, leaping forward edge. Read it, thousands, possibly millions, of these coins were minted. So why is this 1 year, this one design possibly worth nearly 6 figures? Because within this mintage hides a numismatic anomaly. Let's break down the reasons this specific coin is being whispered about in collector circles. There are reports of a very limited number of coins that were either proof strikes mistakenly released into circulation specimens/test coins with special finishes not meant for public use, minting errors such as off-center strikes, die breaks, cracks in the stamping die, double strikes, missing edge, reading weak, or over-polished strikes that obscure details. Some coins exhibit mirror-like surfaces, similar to proof coins, coins that are normally reserved for collectors or dignitaries. Now here's the kicker. These coins weren't officially announced or recorded in mint bulletins. There are no confirmed official mint documents explaining their existence. This adds to the coin's allure, sparking rumors of unauthorized releases, private orders, or intentional test runs. Even if thousands were made, very few of these coins remain in mint condition today. Why? Because these were regular circulation coins used in vending machines, bus fares, corner shops. Most were heavily worn. Very few survived untouched, uncirculated, and well-preserved. This scarcity of high-grade examples drives the value up immensely. There have been several reported private sales, mostly in collector forums, South African numismatic communities, and international dealer networks, where a flawless 1992 R1 coin has been offered for between $25,000 and $95,000, depending on condition, error features, and certification. One coin, authenticated as a possible proof strike error, was rumored to be offered privately to a European collector for over $1.5 million, roughly $80,000. So now we want to hear from you. Have you ever found a 1992 1 Rand coin that looked just a little too shiny? Do you remember picking up change from a trip to South Africa in the 90s? Could a $95,000 treasure be sitting in your drawer right now? Tell us in the comments. We love hearing about your coin hunting stories, your discoveries, and the coins that got away. And if this episode sparked your inner collector, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell icon, so you never miss a chance to turn pocket change into a hidden fortune. Until next time, keep your coins safe, your mind curious, and your eyes sharp, because the next ordinary-looking coin you pick up might just be the one that changes your life. Take care, and as always, happy hunting.
Welcome back to Rare Coin Archive, folks. Buckle up because today we're diving into the world of big surprises hidden in plain sight. That's right, today's episode is all about a coin that could turn your average pocket change into a jaw-dropping jackpot. We're talking about the South African 2 Rand coin from 2010, a sleek little silver-colored beauty that, under the right conditions, could be worth up to 30,000 US dollars. Yep, you heard that right, 30,000 US dollars. Sounds like something out of a treasure hunter's fantasy? Too good to be true? Stick around, because once you hear the full story behind this high-value hidden gem, you'll be racing to check your old coin jars faster than a lion chasing lunch on the savannah. It was a year of global focus, national pride, and celebration. South Africa was hosting the FIFA World Cup, the first ever on African soil. The country was on fire with excitement, and amid all that energy, the South African Mint quietly released a batch of 2 Rand coins. At first glance, nothing fancy, just a standard circulation coin, nickel-plated copper weighing in at 5.5 grams, featuring the famous black wildebeest galloping across the reverse. It's part of South Africa's iconic Big Five wildlife series, beloved by locals and collectors alike. But here's where things get really interesting. Some 2010 2 Rand coins were minted with extremely rare variations or errors. We're talking about off-center strikes, die cracks, missing design elements, or even misaligned edges. And then there are whispers in the numismatic community about a low-mintage variant that may never have reached full public circulation. When you mix rarity, historical context, and collector demand, you get one explosive combo, and that's exactly what's pushed certain examples of the 2010 2 Rand coin into the $30,000 valuation range, especially when they're in uncirculated condition and have been professionally graded. Coins are more than currency, they're time capsules. And 2010 was a year etched in South Africa's modern legacy. Between the massive World Cup celebrations, national unity efforts, and booming tourism, everything minted in the year carries extra weight, symbolically and literally. The 2010 2 Rand coin captures that exact moment in time. And for numismatists, that means value. Combine that with extremely limited error versions, and what you've got is a coin that's become one of the most desirable modern coins in South African numismatics. Here's your checklist. Check the date, flip the 2 Rand coin, and lock your eyes on 2010. Inspect the details. Is it bright? Well struck? Sharp edge? That's already a good sign. Hunt for errors, any signs of doubling, misalignment, weak strikes, or missing features. Jackpot potential. Get it graded. If your coin looks pristine or has unusual quirks, send it off to a coin grading service. A ProGrade can shoot your coin's value into the 5-figure club. Protect it. If you've got a winner, keep it in a coin sleeve or capsule. A scratch could cost you thousands. You're sorting through an old drawer. Maybe you're cleaning out a piggy bank. You spot a 2 Rand coin, looks ordinary. But wait, the date? 2010. The edge? A little off. Could it be? Is that a die crack? Suddenly your hands are shaking. Could you really be holding a $30,000 treasure? There's only one way to know for sure. So tell us, have you ever come across a 2010 2 Rand coin? Maybe you got one in your change after buying groceries, or found it tucked away in a relative's old purse. Did you check it for errors? Drop your story in the comments below. We absolutely love hearing from fellow treasure hunters. And hey, if this episode lit that coin collecting fire in your heart, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you never miss another thrilling episode of Rare Coin Archive. We've got more stories, more secrets, and more surprises coming your way. Until next time, friends, keep your eyes open, your coins clean, and your dreams big. Because the next coin you find might just be the one that changes your life. Take care and happy hunting. Welcome back to Rare Coin Archive, where ordinary coins become extraordinary treasures. Now picture this. A single 1 Rand coin, minted in South Africa in 2010. Selling at auction for a breathtaking $65,000. It's not made of gold, nor encrusted with jewels. It's not locked away in a museum. It looks almost exactly like the change you might hand over at a parking meter. And yet, this small, silver-toned coin has become one of the most valuable modern-era coins in African numismatics. So what exactly makes the 2010 South Africa 1 Rand coin so special? Is it a design anomaly? A minting mistake, or just a perfect storm of historical timing and collector frenzy? Let's unravel the mystery, because this coin story isn't just about metal and minting. It's about discovery, rarity, and life-changing luck. 2010 wasn't just any year for South Africa. It was the year the nation stepped onto the world stage as the host of the FIFA World Cup, a first for the African continent. The country was buzzing with change, socially, culturally, and yes, even monetarily. Behind the scenes, the South African mint was undergoing subtle shifts. Rising metal costs, evolving production methods, and the high demands of minting for a major international year all collided. And as history has shown us time and time again, transitional periods are fertile ground for minting errors. And it was during this very time that a highly unusual batch of 1 Rand coins quietly slipped into circulation. To understand what went wrong or what went so right, we have to first understand the coin's intended form. Obverse side. The South African coat of arms, surrounded by the country's name in all 11 official languages. A design element introduced in 2000 to reflect national unity. Reverse side. The proud and agile springbok antelope, a timeless symbol of grace and speed, and a fixture on South African coinage since the days of the Krugerrand. It was a beautiful, functional coin, common, durable, and widely circulated. But then came the errors that would turn some of these coins into six-figure artifacts. There are 2 types of error that have been confirmed in these rare 2010 1 Rand coins. While standard 1 Rand coins were minted on nickel-plated steel, a few were mistakenly struck on planchets intended for different denominations or coins altogether, possibly solid nickel, silver alloy, or even leftover foreign blanks. This error would have gone unnoticed at the time, but decades later, it's what separates a $1 coin from a $65,000 collector's piece. These mistruck coins differ subtly. Weight, slightly heavier or lighter than the standard 5 grams. Color and sheen, a different metallic hue, duller, shinier, or with a tone inconsistent with nickel-plated steel. Magnetic response. Standard 1 Rand coins are magnetic. These rare errors, often non-magnetic, a red flag that you're looking at something extraordinary. In an even rarer twist, some of these error coins also exhibit a double die obverse, a type of minting error where the die used to strike the design shifts slightly between impressions. The result? A ghost-like doubling effect on the digits of the year 2010 portions of the coat of arms and sometimes even the lettering around the edge under magnification. This doubling becomes clear, and when paired with a planchet error, it's numismatic dynamite. Now, let's talk condition, because rarity alone doesn't bring top dollar. To break into the upper echelons of value, we're talking $50,000 to $65,000. The coin must be in superb, uncirculated condition. Specifically, a grading of MS66 or higher from a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. This means no scratches, no discoloration, razor-sharp strike quality, and original mint luster. Untouched by time or circulation, the coin that recently shattered expectations at auction. It was graded MS67 and authenticated as a double error specimen. Both a wrong planchet and a double die. Perfect storm. A once-in-a-generation find. As values rise, so does the counterfeit market. So how do you protect yourself? Here's your quick 5-step checklist to verify if your 2010 1 Rand coin is the real deal. Weigh it. Use a precise scale. The standard is 5 grams. Any variation of more than 0.2 g? Investigate further. Magnet test. Most 1 Rand coins will cling to a magnet. If yours doesn't, red flag. Color and finish. Look for abnormal shine, dullness, or inconsistent metal color. Trust your eyes. Check for doubling. With a magnifying glass, examine the date, lettering, and springbok's horns. Look for shadowed or split lines. Edge quality. Authentic coins have clean, even milling. Blurry, bubbled, or poorly struck edges. Could be cast, not struck. And always get it authenticated before buying or selling. No exceptions. So why this year? Why not 2009 or 2011? Because 2010 was a transitional and high-volume minting year. With heightened international attention during the World Cup and the need for mass circulation, minting operations were stretched thin, increasing the risk of die fatigue, planchet misplacement, and misquality control steps. It's during these high-pressure periods that errors slip through, and when they do, they often become the most valuable coins of a generation. Earlier this year, a coin enthusiast in Durban was sifting through an inherited shoebox of old change. One coin felt heavier, looked shinier, didn't stick to a magnet. After careful research and expert grading, it was confirmed. A 2010 South Africa 1 Rand error coin, MS67 grade, double die, wrong planchet. At a private collector's auction in Germany, that small coin sold for a mind-blowing $65,000. One coin, one drawer, a financial transformation. If this story taught us anything, it's that no coin is too ordinary to matter. So here's your action plan. Check your change jars, old wallets. Family collections focus on 2010 South Africa 1 Rand coins. Look for anything unusual. Color, weight, feel, sound. Use a scale, a magnet, and a magnifier, and if you suspect something rare, submit it for grading. That's it for today's deep dive into the world of rare South African coins. If you found this story inspiring, give us a like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you never miss the next hidden gem. Have a rare coin story of your own? Drop it in the comments below, and you might just be featured in a future episode. Until next time, stay curious, keep collecting, and remember, one coin can change everything. Welcome back to Rare Coin Archive, where the coins in your pocket might just pay for your dream vacation or your next car. Buckle up, because today we're diving into a modern-day treasure, the 1995 South African 5 Rand coin, a coin you've probably handled dozens of times, now selling for up to $6,000. That's right, one overlooked coin, one life-changing discovery. But before we reveal why this everyday 5 Rand could be your next big payday, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you never miss the next rare coin alert. Trust me, you'll want to stay ahead of the collectors. Let's rewind for a second. In 1994, South Africa introduced the 5 Rand coin to replace the paper note. The design was bold, modern, and secure. On the reverse, a powerful black wildebeest in full stride, a stunning design by artist Arthur Sutherland. On the obverse, the classic South African coat of arms bordered by the country's name in English and Afrikaans. But then came 1995, a transitional year. And that's when things got interesting. A small number of 1995 5 Rand coins were struck with serious minting errors, making them ultra-rare and highly valuable. Here's what you need to look for. Some of these coins were accidentally struck on the wrong metal disc or planchet. Instead of the normal nickel-plated copper, a few used different alloys, possibly from other coins or countries. These off-metal strikes are extremely rare, and they send collectors into bidding wars. Under magnification, rare specimens show doubled images, most often in the coat of arms, date, or lettering. This is known as a double die error, a favorite among collectors because it proves a mistake in the die-making process. Coins meant for circulation get scratched, scuffed, or worn down. But a few 1995 coins were preserved in mint state condition, graded MS66 or higher. These flawless examples are extremely rare, and that perfect preservation is what pushes value into the thousands of dollars. Put these 3 factors together, wrong planchet, double die, and mint condition, and you have a coin that can sell for $6,000 or more at auction. Think you might have one? Here are 5 quick tests to check your coin before you call the appraiser. A standard 1995 5 Rand should weigh around 9.5 grams. If yours is too light or too heavy, that's a red flag. It was struck on the wrong metal. Use a magnifying glass. Check the date, text, and coat of arms. If they appear slightly doubled, especially at the edges, jackpot. You may have a double die error. High-value coins have no scratches, discoloration, or wear. If yours looks untouched, store it safely and get it graded. Real coins have reeded, grooved, edges clean and consistent. Fakes often show seams, casting bubbles, or uneven edges. If your coin passes these tests, don't clean it. That could reduce its value. Instead, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade could turn your coin into a serious payday. 1995 was a unique year. South Africa was undergoing economic and production changes. New minting technologies, metal sourcing issues, and transitional dies meant more room for errors and anomalies. It's the kind of chaos that makes collectors very excited because rare errors tend to sneak through unnoticed. One coin enthusiast in Cape Town found a strange-looking 1995 5 Rand in a drawer. It had a weird gold-silver tone and felt lighter than normal. After getting it authenticated, it sold for just over $6,000 in a private sale. Not bad for a coin that could have ended up in a parking meter. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change jars, glove compartments, old wallets, even that dusty piggy bank you haven't opened since high school. Your next vacation or investment could be hiding in plain sight. If you learned something today, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to Rare Coin Archive for more rare coin alerts and tap that bell icon so you're always first to the treasure. Got a rare coin story? Share it in the comments. We might just feature your find in our next video. Until next time, stay curious, keep collecting. And remember, one coin can change everything.